The 29-yard line punt, a vetoed victory. The Cleveland Browns secured a necessary 24-10 victory over the Las Vegas Raiders last Sunday, lifting the spirits of a long-suffering fanbase as rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders triumphed in his first NFL start. The defense was historic, logging 10 sacks. The win was, by all objective accounts, a resounding success. But for those who watched the final moments, those who bleed brown and orange and feel every yard and every point deep in their core, the victory was not just incomplete, it felt actively suppressed. The game should have ended 41-10. Let me be clear. A victory by a 31-point margin was not only possible, it was deserved. It was a scoreline that demanded to be put on the board, a statement victory that rookie QB Shedeur Sanders was prepared to deliver. Yet, head coach Kevin Stefanski stepped in to ensure that statement was never made. The missing masterpiece, Judy, Tillman, and the 300-yard ceiling. The final score will forever read 24-10, masking the true potential of the offense. If you look at the mistakes, the missed opportunities that kept the scoreboard frozen, the picture of a true offensive explosion comes into focus. Shedeur Sanders, while effective and poised in his debut, finished with a solid 209 yards. But the talent around him was primed for more. The offense stalled not because of Raider brilliance, but because of errors that, had they been corrected, would have pushed Sanders well over the 300-yard mark. When a key target like Jerry Jeudy makes a devastating error, losing a fumble after an otherwise spectacular gain, it is more than a turnover. It's a 6-point swing, a field-flipping momentum killer. Similarly, a flawless game from players like Cedric Tillman would have provided the complementary punch to turn field goals into touchdowns and stalled drives into explosive completions. The narrative of this game should have been about a young quarterback unleashing an offense that finally lived up to its ceiling. Instead, it became a story of what could have been. Kevin, what are you doing? The decision that shook the NFL. All of the frustration over the stalled drives, the suppressed yardage, and the missing points culminated in a coaching decision so baffling, so unprecedented, that it demands an answer. With 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the Browns' offense, leading 24-10, was on the Las Vegas Raiders' 29-yard line facing a 4th and 2. The situation presented three logical, common-sense options. Go for it. A quick run or pass to seal the first down and kneel out the clock. Game over. Kick the field goal. A manageable 46-47-yard attempt to make the score 27-10. Kneel and punt. The absolute last resort. Wait, no, what did Kevin Stefanski choose? He chose to punt the ball from the opponent's 29-yard line. I have never seen that in my life. Never. The geometry of the field, the position of the ball, the down, the distance, the score, everything screamed for a field goal or a run. By punting, the Browns surrendered excellent field position, gave the Raiders the ball back on their own 10-yard line, and, most bizarrely, essentially took points off the board. The immediate reaction was shock. Kevin, what are you doing? The risk of a blocked kick and a scoop and score touchdown on a field goal is negligible when compared to the simple logic of adding points or killing the clock. This decision wasn't about strategy, it felt like a veto. The unspoken conspiracy. Vetoing the legendary score. Why punt on the 29-yard line? Why give up the chance to put 3 more points on the board and make the score a more dominant 27-10? Why pass on the chance to let your rookie quarterback get 2 more yards for a first down? The answer, as unpopular as it may be, must be this. He didn't want legendary number 12 to put up lots of points. In the world of the NFL, the difference between a 24-10 win and a 41-10 blowout is a chasm. A 41-10 final score tells the league, we are a force. Our rookie QB is a star. Our defense is a monster. A 24-10 score is just another win against a struggling team. Coach Stefanski is a methodical, conservative coach. He manages the game to win, not to dominate. But the punt on the 29-yard line went beyond conservatism. It was a conscious, definitive move to prevent the final score from ballooning, from entering the realm of the legendary. He didn't just punt the ball. He punted the momentum and the statement that his team was prepared to make. He chose to manage the clock, manage the lead, and ultimately, manage the narrative of his quarterback's first win. The call for an investigation. No one is talking about this glaring misstep, this anti-football maneuver, with the severity it deserves. It's a footnote, a funny segment on a betting podcast. But this calls into question the fundamental goal of the game, maximizing opportunities to win and dominate. When a head coach makes a decision so far outside the bounds of conventional wisdom, a move that sacrifices an opportunity to expand a lead, it raises serious, uncomfortable questions. Was this a calculated move based on analytics that defy all human logic? Was it a deep-seated philosophical stance against running up the score? Or was it something else entirely? The NFL prides itself on competitive integrity. A punt from the opponent's 29-yard line, with a 2-score lead, is not competitive. It is a surrender of opportunity. We need to hear a genuine explanation for this call. It deserves more than a shrug and a mention on a stat sheet. It deserves scrutiny. The Cleveland Browns won the game, but they also raised a flag on their own sideline. Until that punt is explained in a way that satisfies the basic logic of football, the asterisk on the score will remain, and the real final score in the hearts of the fans will always be 41-10. What do you think was the real reason for the punt on the 29-yard line?